Are you in your Speak Now Taylor's Version era? The album was dropped a month ago now, but I'm still listening to it obsessively. And while I'm anxiously waiting for an announcement about 1989 Taylor's Version and/or Reputation, I'm not quite ready for the Speak Now TV era to end. So let's celebrate Speak Now Taylor's Version a little bit longer. I made this wedding cupcake tier for the release of Speak Now Taylor's Version with 22 cupcakes, one for every track on the album. I thought it was a really fun way to represent the whole album and the theme of the title track song Speak Now. And in this video, I'm going to show you just how I made this display. So let's go. Let's start off with the cupcakes. Now this took a bit of time because I decided to make 3 different kinds of cupcakes. I mean, this is for a wedding after all, and guests deserve variety. I made a funfetti vanilla flavor, a lemon flavor, and of course I had to get chocolate in there as well. Let me know if you want a recipe video on how I made all of these different kinds of cupcakes, but I thought for this video I would just focus on the display because there was enough in that to cover. So yeah, let me know. Anyways, I baked everything in 2 batches, and after they were all baked and cooled, it was time for the icing. I used store-bought icing, but you can definitely make your own if you want to. And to get that really pretty purple color, I mixed some purple sweet potato powder in with the white icing. I iced half of the cupcakes with white icing and the other half with purple for Speak Now. In the meantime, I was also working on the cupcake toppers, and this is where it gets really fun. So I planned out in advance the different images I wanted to use for each of the tracks on Speak Now Taylor's Version, since we had the whole track list early. Some tracks were easier than others. Long Live had to be a dragon, Speak Now a church, Haunted a haunted house, you get the idea. For other tracks, I tried to get a bit more creative, so one of my favorite lyrics from Ours is "People throw rocks at things that shine," so I designed an image of that. I wasn't sure what to do for Better Than Revenge, but I ended up going for a vintage dress, which is a little bit obscure, but hopefully gets across the idea. The vault tracks in particular were tricky because at that point we hadn't heard any of them, so I had no idea what they were about. I felt pretty good about my images for all of them, except for I Can See You, so I made a few different options for that track just in case. And I don't know if any of them really ended up being the right image for what the song actually turned out to be about, but you know, I tried my best. Actually, leading up to the release of the album, I shared a guessing game on my Instagram where I posted different batches of these images so that people could guess which songs they thought matched with each image. And it was really fun to see what people came up with. I'll link those posts in the description if you want to have a hand at guessing any yourself, and I'll also put a link to a PDF of these images just in case you want to use them for anything. To make these images into cupcake toppers, I printed out the images. The first batch I printed out was actually way too big. They were like bigger than the cupcakes themselves. So I resized them and then printed out 2 copies. Then I cut them all out and used a glue stick, which I actually borrowed from a very kind neighbor because I could not find any in the house, to paste them together with a toothpick in between. And that was the toppers done. Then once all of the cupcakes were iced and all of the cupcake toppers were ready to go, I just put on all of the toppers onto the different cupcakes. I arranged them on a wedding tier display. I even pulled out some of our nicer china plates for the occasion, and that was it. My Speak Now cupcake tier. Do you think it's pretty enough for a Speak Now wedding? So that's how I made this pretty epic, I think, Speak Now cupcake tier. Let me know your favorite Speak Now Taylor's Version track in the comments below. And if you enjoy these videos from me, then I really hope you'll subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!